Hi everyone, welcome to 3323 ELT presentation. This is our honor and pleasure and privilege to be in the front of you and present our presentation. Okay, thank you. We have chosen a topic which is professionalism in teaching as a role model in the classroom and outside of the classroom, or even the school campus or outside of the school. Thank you. There's some point that we will be discussing. There's so many, but we have chosen a five. We have chosen a five of them, and these five, as you can see in the front, we had 5 students standing in the front, and we will be presenting a 5 topic. And I am Siro Saru, will be taking code of dressing in the school and outside of the school. And my second speaker is Akopin. He will be talking about foster positive learning environment. And my third speaker is Tem Den. He will be talking about delivering of content knowledge in the classroom and outside of the classroom, inside of the school or outside of the school campus. Number 4 speaker is Eric Etabe. He will be talking about providing guidance and mentorship to the students inside of the school campus or outside of the school, even within our family or within our community. And our final speaker is Gideon Yapa. He will be talking about upholding ethical standard in the school campus. And he will also conclude our presentation. And this is our introductory part of our presentation. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I am the first speaker. But before we start, I will be defining professionalism and a teacher as a role model. Professionalism refers to the conduct, behavior, attitude displayed by individual in a particular profession or occupation. It encompasses qualities such as competency, integrity, ethical behavior, accountability, reliability, respectfulness towards others and their work. A teacher serves as a role model for students both inside and outside of the classroom. As an educator entrusted with shaping young minds and character development, teachers are expected to exhibit professionalism at all times. They should demonstrate expertise in their subject matter while maintaining high standard of teaching methodology. This presentation aims to explore the significance and importance of professionalism in education with the specific focus on teachers as role models. By highlighting how educators can serve as a positive influence on students' academic growth and character development. Thank you. Teachers' professionalism in dressing code as a role model. This is our first point to be discussed. Professionalism in teaching refers to the conduct, skills, and commitment demonstrated by the educators in their roles. In PNC, where quality education is crucial, demonstrated by the educators in their roles. Quality education depends on having competent and professional teachers. Professionalism dressing by teachers attract respect from colleges or inspectors, school staffs, community, students, and most importantly, protects them from being the target of the criticism and failures. There is a saying that you are dressed by the way you dress. Teachers in high or secondary school are preparing students to be great future. Professionalism, the teacher themselves must dress professionally. Dressing is a big part of the students' life to be the next professional in their respective fields. It is therefore the schools has to enforce law that governs the dressing of each and every student, as well as the school staffs, especially the teachers. As individual, it is better to start small and practice decent code dressing, as it may build up and be part of our lives to be leading example to our community, province, and country as a whole. As a teacher, I myself will be more professional in dressing, and I will be so strict with my students, especially with their dressing and overall conduct. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm the second speaker. I will be talking about professionalism and teacher as a role model by fostering a positive learning environment. A professional teacher plays a crucial role in fostering a positive learning environment by serving as a role model for their students. Teachers can achieve this by, firstly, number one, setting positive example. A teacher will demonstrate positive behavior such as respect, kindness, perseverance, sets an example for their students. When students see their teachers exhibiting these qualities, they are more likely to adopt them themselves, creating a positive and supportive classroom environment. Secondly, by showing enthusiasm and passion. A teacher who is enthusiastic and passionate about their subject matter inspire their students to feel the same way. And also by creating a safe and inclusive classroom environment. This means being sensitive to diverse backgrounds and perspectives, and taking steps to prevent bullying or discrimination. When students feel safe and included, they are more likely to feel comfortable expressing themselves and participating in classroom activities or discussions. And also by providing constructive feedback, a teacher will provide constructive feedback to their students as them to understand their strengths and areas of improvements. This feedback can be used as a tool for growth, encouraging students to work harder and strive for excellence. When students see their teachers taking the time to provide feedback and support, they are more likely to feel motivated and engaged in their learning. The last way in which the professionalism and teacher can foster a positive learning environment is by encouraging collaboration and teamwork. Providing collaboration for students to work together on projects or assignments, a teacher can foster a sense of community and cooperation within the classroom environment. Therefore, these are some ways a professional model teacher can foster positive learning environment in his or her teaching and learning. By doing so, they inspire their students to adopt these qualities themselves, creating a positive and engaging classroom environment where everyone can thrive. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm the third speaker of our video presentation, and I will be talking about the delivering of content knowledge. Okay, when delivering a content knowledge, it is important for teachers to do so in a professional manner in order to be seen as a role model for their students. One way that a teacher can deliver content knowledge in line with the professionalism is by preparing and organize that includes the lesson plans in advance, creating clear and concise learning objectives, and having all necessary materials and resources readily available. By showing that they are well prepared, teachers inspire confidence in their students, demonstrate the importance of organized and responsible in their own academic work. Another important aspect of professionalism when delivering content knowledge is communication. Teachers should try to clearly and effectively communicate information to their students. When language that is appropriate for their age and understanding level, this includes asking for feedback and clarification, checking for understanding, and being willing to adapt their teaching style to meet the needs of individual students. In addition, teachers should model a positive attitude and work ethics when delivering content knowledge. By demonstrating a passion for their subject matter and dedication to learning, teachers can inspire their students to do the same. This includes showing enthusiasm for the materials, encourage curiosity and critical thinking, and emphasizing the importance of lifelong learning. Overall, delivering content knowledge in line with professionalism and acting as a role model for students requires a commitment to excellence, integrity, and respect. By setting a positive examples through their words and actions, teachers can create a classroom environment that is conducive to learning and growth, and help students develop the knowledge and skills they need to succeed in schools and beyond.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm the fourth speaker. I'll be talking about the provide guidance and mentorship to the students. We as a professional and teacher, as a role model to our students, we will have to provide some guidance and mentorship to our students as they prosper to their educational journey. There are some ways that we will provide some guidance and mentorship to the students. Number one, setting clear expectation to the students, meaning that we as a professional teacher, we will have to establish clear academic and behavioral expectation, allowing students to understand what is required for successful and considering reinforcing this expectation to promote accountabilities and responsibilities for them to prosper their educational journey. This is the number 1 point. Number 2 point, offering constructive feedback, meaning that we as we know, as we all know that we as a professional and a role model to our students, we will have to provide thoughtful, timely, and feedback to our students, so that will help students to understand their strengths and area for improvement, and encouraging them to grow their mindset by emphasizing and values of effort and flexibilities. This is the number 2 point. Number 3 point, that we as a professional teacher, we will encourage them in critical thinking, meaning that we will meaning that guide students to think independently by developing challenging questions to students and fostering discussion with our students, we as a role model to our students, so that allow them to explore the different perspective, equip them with problems solving skills, so that they can apply beyond the classroom as well as outside the classroom too. Okay, there are some mentorship that will provide to our students, like building relationship with our students. Take time to get to know our students individually, understand their interests, strengths, and challenges can help modify our students and guide them effectively, be approach and so genuine care for their academic journey and personal development. Okay, number 2, support career exploration. Help students identify their desire and career interests through discussing projects and guest speakers. Provide resources for career planning, such as resume writing workshop, interview preparation, and network opportunities. Okay, encouragement and participation, like promoting involvement in the club or sport or any community activities, meaning for students to build their life skills, fostering teamwork and enhance their learning capabilities. Mentor students in taking on leadership role within these activities to develop their confidence and interpersonal skills. Installing values and ethics. Model ethics behaviors in our teaching practice, showing students the importance in integrity, honesty, and respect. Discuss real life situation where ethic discussing making is valued, and encourage our students to reflect on their values. Okay, last point, that encouraging lifelong learning, meaning that we as professional teachers, we will inspire students to view their educational journey, to share our own personal development experience, and emphasize the importance of adaptation and interesting for their educational journey. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Moving on, I am the last speaker. Some of the important topic or points that need to be stressed and stated are already stated by my four speakers, and I am the last speaker who will talk about upholding the ethical standard. Professional and the teachers as a role model, you have to uphold ethical standard. upholding ethical standard as professional teacher is very important. As my first speaker in his introductory statement has defined what is professionalism, and we as upcoming teachers, the concept of professionalism is very important. So the professionalism is a set of values and behaviors that guides a person's action and decision in their professional life. And in this case, we as upcoming teachers, professionalism is very important. So as a professional teacher, in whatever settings you will be or you will go, you have to uphold ethical standard. Upholding ethical standard is very important. Some of the ways teachers can uphold ethical standards as professionals are like integrity. Integrity is one of the ethical standards as a professional teacher you have to uphold, because integrity enable you to be honest, fair, and transparent in interaction with your student, colleagues, and any stakeholders within the school or whatever area or settings you are located in. So always, as a professional teacher, we have to uphold integrity or practice integrity. We have to keep our integrity. That's one of the ethical standards we have to uphold and bear in mind. And number two is respect. Respect is another essential ethical standards. As a professional teacher, you have to uphold. You have to respect your student choices and decisions. You have to respect your administrations. You have to respect your colleagues. Respect is one of the very important ethical behavior that teachers must always uphold. Respect is essential ethical standard that teachers should uphold. This means treating student, parents, the colleagues with kindness for learning, growth, and success, regardless of a student's background. Because students come from various backgrounds, even your colleagues will come from various backgrounds. So you have to respect one another, and this all will create a positive and a successful learning environment. Okay, number three, as a professional teacher, you have to continue in your teaching. Continuous learning is very important ethical standard. Teachers should always commit to continuous learning and professional development. Teachers should give extra time, go above and beyond and below. Teachers should commit their time, devote their time for the success and learning of students. This means staying up to date with the latest research, teaching methodology. You don't have to stay with the textbooks, rely on textbooks. You have to stay up to date with the latest research, teaching methodologies, and industry trends to enhance their teaching skills and knowledge. By doing so, teachers can provide their students with the best possible education and help them develop a love for lifelong learning. That's one of the ethical behavior that teachers can always uphold. The fourth one is fairness and equity. Teachers should strive to create fair and equitable learning environment for all students and for yourself as a teacher. This means providing equal opportunities for learning, growth, and success, regardless of students' background, abilities, or disabilities. That is by promoting fairness and equity, teachers can help reduce systemic base biases and inequality, preparing the students for success in an increasingly diverse and globalized world. That's very important ethical standard that teachers can uphold every time. The number fifth one and last one, uh, professional communication. We are trained for communicate well. We are trained for speak well, fluently. As a teacher, you have to uh, be a good orator, good speaker for your student, and within the classroom, outside the classroom, in whatever settings, in the public settings, you have to communicate well. As a professional teacher, in a professional life, you have to professionally communicate to the student. Teachers should also maintain professional communication standards in their interaction with students, parents, and colleagues. This means using appropriate language, tone, body language when communicating, and being clear, concise, and respectful in all interactions. By setting an example of professional communication, teachers can help their students develop strong communication skills, which are essential for success in the future careers and professional lives. So these are 5 ethical standards that you can uphold. Before I conclude, I quickly recap on what my 4 speakers have stated. Some of the very important points. Code of dressing. Code of dressing today, in a current trend, student neglect. Sometimes we come to realize that student neglect proper dressing. Came in a rough. Our dressings are not good. Our students' dressings we realize that student dressings are not in a proper and appropriate manner. So you have to, as a professional teacher, emphasize on the code of dressing in whatever settings you'll be. Code of dressing is very important thing as a professional teacher. We will keep in mind. Number 2, fostering positive learning environment is very important for the student and the teacher. And number 3rd one is delivering the content knowledge. As a teacher, you are trained for this, and the richness of knowledge within you must be expounded to the student, delivered well, and teach a student beyond with the learning material. And number 5, provide guidance and mentorship. As a professional teacher, you are the mentor and you are the parent, you are the guardian. You take the responsibility. In the school, you are considered as one of the parent. So you have to provide the guidance to your student. You have to be a true, honest, fair, and faithful parent, teacher, and guardian. You as a teacher, you have to provide mentorship and guidance to your student. That's number 4 thing that my fourth speaker said. And the very last one is upholding the ethical standard. Those are very important things as a professional teacher you have to keep in mind. And with that, we are very blessed. We hope this presentation of ours give and shed some light on the topic, and we are looking forward to meet you all again. when we meet. Thank you. This is the end of our presentation.